Good morning, class. It is now time for literature. So if you would take out a pen or a pencil, a blank sheet of paper, and your short story 11 by Sandra Cisneros, we will begin in 3 minutes. Perfect, 3 minutes over. So our learning target for today is I can determine the theme of a story. Now, what is a theme? So a theme is a lesson that the author is trying to teach the reader. And one misconception about theme is that it can just be one word, like love. But no, it has to be a complete sentence. So instead of saying love, you can say something like, love is the light that gets you through dark times. And that could be a theme. But love wouldn't really technically count as a theme, as it's not a whole idea. And so now we're going to be reading our short story 11 by Sandra Cisneros, and we're going to be doing ghost reading. So remember to only read one paragraph at a time so that your peers have a chance to jump in. And you guys are going to do such a great job because we've done this so many times and you guys have really started to master it. What they don't understand about birthdays and what they will never tell you is that when you're 11, you're also 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And when you wake up on your 11th birthday, you expect to feel 11, but you don't. You open your eyes and everything's just like yesterday, only it's today. And you don't feel 11 at all. You feel like you're 10, and you are. Underneath the year that makes you 11. Like some days you might say something stupid, and that's a part of you that's still 10. Or maybe someday you might need to sit on your mama's lap because you're scared, and that's a part of you that's 5. And maybe one day, when you're all grown up, maybe you will need to cry like you're the 3, and that's okay. That's why I tell mama when she's sad, it needs to cry. Maybe she's feeling 3, because the way you grow old is kind of like an onion, or like a ring inside a tree trunk, or like my little wooden dolls that fit one inside the other. Each year inside the next one. That's how being 11 years old is. You don't feel 11, not right away. It takes a few days, weeks even, sometimes even months before you say 11 when they ask you. And you don't feel smart 11, not until you're almost 12, and that's the way it is. Only today I wish I didn't have only 11 years rattling inside me like pennies in a tin Band-Aid box. Today, I wish I was 102 instead of 11. Because if I was 102, I'd have known what to say when Mrs. Price put the red sweater on my desk. I would have known how to tell her it wasn't mine, instead of just sitting there with that look on my face and nothing coming out of my mouth. Whose is this? Mrs. Price says, and she holds the red sweater up in the air for all of the class to see. Whose? It's been sitting in the coat room for a month. Not mine, everybody said. Not me. It has to belong to somebody, Mrs. Price keeps saying, but nobody could remember. It's an ugly sweater with red plastic buttons and a collar and sleeves all stretched out like you could just use it for a jump rope. Maybe it's 1,000 years old. Even if it belonged to me, I wouldn't say so. Maybe because I'm skinny. Maybe because she doesn't like me. That stupid Sylvia Saldivar says, I think it belongs to Rachel. An ugly sweater like that? All raggedy and old? But Mrs. Price believes her. Mrs. Price takes the sweater and puts it right on my desk. And when I open my mouth, nothing comes up. You're not mine, I finally say in a little voice that was maybe me when I was 4. Of course it's yours, Mrs. Price says. I remember you wearing it once. Because she's older and the teacher, she's right, and I'm not. Not mine, not mine, not mine. But Mrs. Price is already turning to page 32 in math problem number 4. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm feeling sick inside, like a part of me that's 3 wants to come out of my eyes, only I squeeze them shut tight and bite down on my teeth real hard and try to remember today that I am 11. 11. Mama's making a cake for me tonight, and when Papa comes home, everybody will sing happy birthday to you. But when the sick feeling goes away and I open my eyes, the red sweater is still sitting there like a big red mountain. I moved the red sweater to the corner of the desk with my ruler. I moved my pencil and books and eraser as far from it as possible. I even moved my chair a little bit to the right. Not mine, not mine, not mine. In my head, I'm thinking, how long till lunchtime? How long till I can take the red sweater and throw it over the schoolyard fence? Or leave it hanging on the parking meter? Or bunch it up into a little ball and toss it in the alley? Except when math period ends, Mrs. Price says loud in front of everyone, "Now, Rachel, that's enough," because she sees I've shoved the red sweater in the tippy tip corner of my desk and it's hanging all over the edge like a waterfall, but I don't care. "Rachel," Mrs. Price says. She says it like she's getting mad. "You put that sweater on right now and no more nonsense." "But it's not now," Mrs. Price says. This is when I wish I was an 11. Because all those years inside me, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, are pushing at the back of my eyes when I put one arm over through one sleeve of the sweater that smells like cottage cheese. And then the other arm through the other strand, there with my arms apart, like if the sweater hurt me and does it. All itchy and full of germs that aren't even mine. That's when everything I've been holding in since this morning, since when Mrs. Price put the sweater on my desk, finally lets go. And all of a sudden I'm crying in front of everyone. I wish I was invisible, but I'm not. I'm 11, and it's my birthday today, and I'm crying like I'm 3 in front of everyone. I put my head down on my desk and I bury my face in my stupid clown sweater arms. My face all hot and spit coming out of my mouth because I can't stop the little animal noises from coming out of me. Until there aren't any more tears left in my eyes, and it's just my body shaking like when you have the hiccups, and my whole head hurts like when you drink milk too fast. But the worst part is right before the bell rings for lunch. That stupid Phyllis Lopez, who is even dumber than Sylvia Saldivar, says she remembers the wet sweater is hers. I take it off right away and give it to her. Only Mrs. Price pretends like everything's okay. Today, I'm 11. There's a cake Mama's making for me tonight. And when Papa comes home from work, we'll eat it. There are candles and presents, and everybody will sing, happy birthday to you, Rachel, only it's too late. I'm 11 today. I'm 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But I wish I was 102. I wish I was anything but 11. Because I want today to be far away already. Far away like a runaway balloon. Like a tiny O in the sky. So tiny, you have to close your eyes to see it. Oh, great job ghost reading, you guys. So now it is time to think, pair, and share. So first I want you guys to just think about what the theme is. Think about what the author is trying to teach us in this short story. And I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to do that. Perfect, 5 minutes up, you guys. So now I want you to join with your desk buddy and we're gonna pair. So what I mean by pair is I want you guys to share your ideas. I want you guys to think, oh, this is my theme. What's good about it? What's missing? Look at your partner, say, what do they have? What's good about theirs? What's missing from theirs? If you like one theme better than the other, use that theme. It's absolutely okay. I just want an honest discussion about what you two believe is the theme. And I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to do that as well. Perfect. And now for everyone's favorite part, share. So one person from each table can come up here and grab any color marker they like, and I want you guys to write the themes down. Wow, great job already. Let's look at some of these. Perfect, so let's look at this first one here. Teachers aren't always right. True, but who's the subject in this story? Is it the teacher? No, it's Sandra. Sandra's the one reflecting. So while this is somewhat true, I suppose, that is actually a very good, you know what, we're gonna keep that one up there. Good job for that group. Be kind always. Now this is a great universal theme, but who is the subject here? Who is mean in the story? The teacher, right? So again, Sandra is the subject. While this is a great universal theme, and everyone should know this, you know what? That one's good too. We're gonna keep it up. Perfect. And then here's this last one. Even when you grow up, you still feel young. So when did Sandra write this? Probably not when she was 12. I don't know too many 12-year-olds who could write that good of a short story. So she's probably reflecting, right? She's older, she's grown, she's trying to think, wow, my 11th birthday, what happened then? What was I feeling? What were my emotions? Perfect. So now we're gonna take a vote. Who believes it is teachers aren't right? 3. Now be kind always. 5 people. And then who thinks it's even when you grow up, you can still feel young? Perfect. 10. Well, great guesses, everyone, and also great themes. The correct answer is even when you grow up, you can still feel young. Great job, you guys. That was a very hard, short story for 3rd to 5th graders. I probably should have chosen an easier one, but you guys got it, spot on. And so tomorrow we're gonna be doing another example of this. And I really want you guys to be able to come to this conclusion first. Like, these are all great guesses. Don't get me wrong. Great guesses, great efforts, very proud. But when we read a short story, we're trying to get to a point where we can know it instantly or almost instantly. You read the story, you know what the theme's about, you know what the author's trying to teach you. And sometimes it is much more complex, and sometimes it's very easy, but you guys did a great job today.